I happen to play Yamaha trumpets, and I have custom-made mouthpieces made by Gary Radke, or GR mouthpieces. I've played Yamahas my entire career, ever since I was in high school, and I'm particularly fond of the way Yamahas play because the instruments are made very, very well in tune. They're very balanced. I don't have to really fight with them very much. And as far as I'm concerned, any instrument, regardless of what instrument you end up choosing, whether it's a Yamaha or some other horn, if the horn has inherent isms, shall we say, trumpet players often will grow up saying, well, play this make or this make or this make, but you know, the G is inherently high and the D is a little flat and the E flat could be this or that, use an alternate fingering. If we accept that as part of what the instrument is about, then you've shortchanged yourself. You shouldn't accept that. An instrument should be an extension of your own imagination. So it's very important to find an instrument that allows you to basically not have to fight with it, but rather work with it. My mouthpiece choice is based on a very compact and focused rim with a reasonably deep cup, which allows me to still have a warm, round sound, but the focused rim of the mouthpiece itself also allows me to basically not have to work quite as hard. You also have to blow differently in a more compact mouthpiece than you can in a bigger mouthpiece. Generally, what will happen if you play big mouthpiece and you switch to something smaller, it'll back up on you. And then people automatically say, oh, I can't play that because it's too small. My lips are too this or that, or I need a bigger bore size or whatever. That's not true at all. There's nothing wrong with the mouthpiece. There's something wrong with the way you blow, which means you're not willing to modify that. If you're not willing to do that, then yeah, you're right. It probably won't work for you. If you are willing to think in a slightly different manner, you can make something else work for you. And generally with a smaller rimmed mouthpiece, you have to hit the center of the note. If you're a little bit outside of it, it'll back up on you. With a bigger mouthpiece, you have a bigger target. You know, so the efficiency factor has to be maximized with more compact gear. But the trade-off is that if you're playing the trumpet more efficiently, I think the rest speaks for itself. That's why I'm a big, big fan of saying focus your rim size. And incidentally, if you have a career that you want to develop as a symphonic player and you think, well, Jens is a very fine trumpet player, but he's ultimately a soloist. He doesn't understand what it takes to be in an orchestra. My biggest hero these days is a young man named John Hagstrom, who's the second trumpet in the Chicago Symphony Orchestra, who plays a mouthpiece that's basically about a 5 rim with about a 1.5, 1.25 cup. Second trumpet in one of the greatest brass sections in the world, playing all those low notes. Now, if you don't believe me and you don't think you get in an orchestra, when you're playing in the Chicago Symphony, then you can tell me it's not possible. But John Hagstrom is doing it and there are others doing it. So at least leave yourself the option to consider it as a possibility.